Welcome back to another edition of the Chant Pod presented by Revolution Mortgage. I'm Sam Wiederhaft. We head out to the sand this week because Coastal Beach Volleyball has been dominating. A second straight perfect conference season. They won the regular season Sunbelt title and are taking the number one seed into the tournament this weekend. At the front of that has been senior Emma Kunaus, who's been a big part of this program for a few years now, and she now gears up for tournament time. Emma has played in the number one flight for 2 years with partner Frida Meinke-Leo, and the duo looks to lead the Chants to their first NCAA tournament appearance. So, before the Chants compete in the Sunbelt tournament, let's hear my conversation with Emma Kunaus. The regular season has come to a close for Coastal Carolina Beach Volleyball. They're headed to the Sunbelt tournament as the number one seed for back-to-back seasons. And to talk to us about their season, senior Emma Kunaus. Appreciate you coming on.
No, thank you. I'm really excited.
13 straight wins, Sunbelt regular season champions for a second year in a row, 6-0 in conference play. Just take me through how you and the team are really feeling right now.
I think we're really excited. I mean, back-to-back champions is something that you don't really see often. And we're going into this tournament we're at the top of our game, and we're just kind of trying to remain steady so that we can ultimately accomplish our goal of winning the Sunbelt tournament. So, yeah.
You guys haven't lost a Sunbelt regular season game in 2 years. I mean, it's been 6-0 back-to-back years. A perfect Sunbelt regular season, like I said, for a second straight year. Just what have you and the team been doing so well at this point in the year?
I think that as a team, our energy really comes together at these conference matches. And, we come together against big and bad Georgia State, and we really have kind of that fire in us to prove ourselves, because we've made it to Championship Saturday every single year I've been here, and just kind of that next step of winning the actual conference is something that all of us want and all of us want to see. So we kind of channeled that energy.
This year's conference schedule was a little bit different because there was the new Sunbelt mid-year tournament in Georgia, which hadn't happened before. You guys go 4-0 in that tournament, including a big win over Georgia State, who it's been Coastal and Georgia State at the top of the Sunbelt the past few years. Just take me through what that moment was like when you guys swept that tournament, especially beating the Panthers at Georgia State.
Yeah, I mean, I was still playing my game when, Courtney and Maya clinched that match for us. And it was close all across the board. We were in extra points and third sets on almost every single court. So they won, I think, 18-16, and kind of just being there and afterwards, even though my game was still going and we had already won, that just kind of gave the energy for me and Frida to kind of really push against that team. And afterwards we were so excited, but job's not finished. So kind of recentering ourselves into the next tournament, because we still have to face Georgia State probably again. So, being able to repeat.
This team started off with some really tough competition. I mean, in the beginning of the year, it was number 15 FAU a few different times. A fourth-ranked Cal Poly team came here to Conway. You guys played Tulane as well. How do you think facing those tough teams really prepared this team for the rest of that season?
Yeah, we had a really exciting schedule at the beginning of the season. And I think in that Boca tournament, we lost those 3 matches 3-2 across the board. So, I mean, that just proves that we're right there with those teams. We lost them in third sets, 15-13, 16-14. So, losing by 2 points it hurts, but it just shows that we are a good team too. FIU, FAU, and Boise are all have historically been ranked, and it just proves that we are up there with those teams and can play our game and fight to, win.
Yeah, many players on this team have played together for a really long time. You're a senior. You've been here for 4 years. And you've played with a number of these players on this team for a while. Just how have you seen this team grow as this season's gone on?
I think that our team and our lineup has kind of settled into their own now, and we have a really strong 1 through 5 right now going into the conference tournament. And I feel confident in every single one of our pairs to secure a point for the duel. And I think people are just gaining confidence as we move throughout season, because even if it's wishy-washy at the beginning of the season, we're still climbing. And kind of like gaining confidence in their own pair and like, like you can take care of business where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's talk about pairs because you're paired with Frida Leo for the second year in a row at the
Mm-hmm.
#1 flight. Just take me through what that means to be at the top flight.
It's a lot of responsibility, I think. But last year, I mean, we worked really hard to kind of, feel it out, figure out how to win at the ones. And, every team, no matter what rank, if you're playing at the top of like the rankings or if you're playing lower teams, like the ones is going to be a dogfight no matter what. And kind of just being able to go into every game confidently that like you can win is something that I think that we're continuously growing upon. And going into this year, I think we've gained a lot more confidence together because we know exactly what each other needs and how each other plays.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of just setting the tone for the rest of our team is something that I really try to embody in each match.
She was the Sun Belt Freshman of the Year last year. You guys
Mm-hmm.
were both the All Sun Belt first team a year ago. What is it that makes you two work so well together?
I think that our volleyball IQ is very strong. She comes from Denmark and has been playing for I don't even know how long. So she really knows volleyball, and so do I, coming from Canada and everything and playing for a really long time. And I think just like we both have our strong like suits. Like I'm kind of like a go up and hit the ball kind of player, and she can just chop up a team no matter what. So it's a coin toss who you want to serve.
Sure.
So we both have like strengths that are completely different than each other, which makes us a difficult team to play against, I think.
I think it's fascinating how obviously you're from Canada, she's from Denmark,
Mm-hmm.
two vastly different areas. But take me through how important the communication is between you two to play at the elite level that you do.
Oh, it's very important. We've definitely had our struggles of communication throughout our 2 years together and kind of just settling in and figuring out what each other needs at what point and like maintaining that and addressing it because we're two very different people. But coming onto the court, we have one goal of winning and playing our best volleyball. So just like we are constantly having conversations about like, how do we want this to be addressed if it goes into a rabbit hole, or like how are we acting when we're playing our best beach volleyball together.
During the offseason, you played in the FIVB Elite 16 qualifier, the ABCA Collegiate Beach National Championships, and the FIVB Futures event. Just take me through those experiences. I know those were in so many different parts of the area, but take me through those experiences and what they did for you.
Well, with the Elite 16 qualifier, it was kind of just like by chance that we were able to play in it because we came off reserve and, drove 6 hours just hoping that we'd get in.
Mm-hmm.
And we did getting in facing the 1 seed in the qualifier who one of the girls came 5th at the Olympics. And you know what? I was really excited because playing on home court in Montreal, like that was really exciting for me. But the level of competition is just like, it just keeps getting better. And I thought it was a really good experience to see like how I could grow as a player and what I need to do to get to that level. And then with the Pairs Championship, I played with Frida.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a really exciting opportunity for us to kind of go out and show our skills and against the top teams across the country. And I was really excited to play top competition. We played against Stanford and we beat Arizona and Boise State and stuff like that. So it was really exciting to play against those top level players. And then I played the Pompano tournament with Maya McNabney, who plays here. And, we went in and we were really excited because, it's a close FIVB tournament that like usually you have to travel to Europe or like far away to go to these.
Yeah.
And we just kind of like showed up and showed out. We ended up coming 4th in our first FIVB together. And, we played the best volleyball that I've ever experienced us playing.
Mm-hmm.
And, it was unfortunate that we came 4th, but, all those girls had been playing for a lot longer than us and we're way older, but, we gave them a run for their money. So
yeah.
I was really proud of how we showed up that tournament.
I mean, those are all elite tournaments
Mm-hmm.
with elite talent. I mean, you talk about the Olympians being involved and stuff like that. and just having the chance to play in those elite tournaments. What do you think that did for your preparation coming into your senior year at Coastal?
I think that it brought me like a lot more about how I can maintain my mentality of going into these games, because it's kind of similar that I am playing on the ones court and every game is going to be tough. So I have to go in like wanting to play my best volleyball and, kind of problem solving if I'm not playing my best volleyball, seeing how I can communicate with my partner, because every team is going to be hard just like it is on the international tour.
Talking with Emma Kunaus of Coastal Beach Volleyball on the Chant Pod presented by Revolution Mortgage. You watch Emma play, you notice the energy and the celebrations that you have after every point, which I love. You're extremely fun to watch, but take me through what that energy and that emotion, where those come from for you.
I just am a player who just really loves the game. I love that it's someplace that I can have fun with, and I think that's something that I like to bring, even in the summertime and everything. Like, I really just love to have fun and play beach volleyball, and I think that that's when I'm playing my best. And, sometimes I forget, and I don't play my best beach volleyball, but if I bring it back to having fun and, like, being loud and cheering, like, me and Frida are always like, you know what, we need to cheer loud for every single point, and you know what, it works, and we play way better. So that's what I bring into every game.
You bring the electricity into every single match. You've mentioned it, but you're originally from Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
What originally got you into beach volleyball?
Well, I started playing indoor for a while, and then everybody always kind of plays beach in the summertime when indoor's off, and COVID kind of hit in my recruiting era for the NCAA. So I wanted to go for indoor originally. And then I was like, you know what, why don't I try for beach? And then I really just loved it so much. So then in about grade 10, I quit indoor volleyball and I was like, I'm just going to go full beach volleyball and never looked back. Yeah.
Take me through the mentality differences between indoor and beach. Obviously, they're two completely different sports. You're in pairs for beach. You got many more players around you in indoor, but mentally as a player, how are those different?
I think that, indoor is a lot more team, loud, and like more everybody has their own role. But in beach volleyball, you have to touch the ball every single point. And you have to make sure that you can pass, you can set, you can hit, you can play defense. So it's a much more rounded sport, I believe. And just being able to perform, there's only one other person on the court, so you have to kind of carry yourself. So I think that's a key difference in the energy and everything. Like, it's a lot more on you than a whole team.
You come from Toronto all the way down to Conway. Why was Coastal originally the right choice for you?
Oh, well, I came on my visit in August of my going into my senior year, and I just loved it. I loved the energy of the girls that were on the team here at the time, and Steve and Colin were just like the perfect fit for me. And I was like, I actually committed on the spot, on my visit. I was like, Mom, I really want to go here. And I just love the campus. I love that we're so close to the beach, and just Coastal, I just loved it. There's no other way to describe the energy that we have here. And the program is honestly amazing and keeps getting better as I've gone throughout it. So, yeah.
What's a normal beach trip for you? Do you feel weird if you're not playing beach volleyball on the beach?
Oh, sometimes, we do bring a beach volleyball to the beach,
sure.
But, normal beach trip, just go with my friends and try to read my book, try to reset and, chill and lay back. But can't help but want to play on the sand when I see a volleyball net.
Yeah.
Up in Myrtle Beach.
What are some other things that you enjoy? I mean, you talk about reading, but some things that you enjoy when you're not playing beach.
Ooh, I love to go out to eat and try new places in Myrtle Beach that I haven't been. And I really enjoy, I love going to all the Chanticleer sports events. I always go to the basketball games or the baseball games with my roommates, and those are really fun. And just chilling, hanging out with my roommates is just trying to soak up every last minute I have in Coastal.
Yeah, that's right. You just mentioned it. I mean, you are a senior. How have you noticed your improvement from when you first stepped on campus as a freshman to where you're at right now?
Oh, wow. There's a big difference from when I started playing here at Coastal. I mean, my freshman year, I was in and out of the fives, mostly the sixes, played fives at conference. And, I could never fathom that I would be at where I am to play confidently on the ones court. And I just am really proud of myself of how far I've come and, how confident I've gained in my playing. And, my skills have gotten a lot better. I'm jumping more. I'm hitting harder. And when somebody is targeting me on serve, I feel confident that I am going to side out and everything. And that's just a big difference from my freshman year to my senior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This team takes the #1 seed to the Sun Belt tournament. A perfect 6-0 conference record. Emma, just how much are you looking forward to competing in the Sun Belt tournament and trying to bring home a championship for Coastal?
Oh, I am beyond excited. I just know that this is our opportunity. I mean, it's my last chance to show up and show out. So I'm going to leave it all on the court there. And I know that this team will play for each other in the end. And, we're looking for that Sun Belt championship. We want to be in Gulf Shores in May. We want it bad. So I'm ready.
It's going to be epic.
It's going to be so epic.
Emma, we appreciate you coming on and good luck in the Sun Belt tournament.
Thank you so much.
Awesome to talk with Emma after another historic season and more work to be done. The Sun Belt Tournament is this week from Thursday to Saturday in Foley, Alabama. All games will be broadcasted on ESPN+, so good luck to the Chants as they try and bring home their first conference tournament championship. That'll be it for this week's edition of the Chant Pod presented by Revolution Mortgage. Thanks again to Emma for coming on and talking some beach volleyball before tournament time. Have a great weekend, Teal Nation. I'm Sam Wiederhaft, signing off. Chants up.